Mike Walter will be our referee for this bout. There's 14 fights in total. We just fought one. We're on Fight TV. This is Cage Wars 36. I'm Kyle Carroll. I'm next to Will Barry. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're tuning in and enjoying this because we got a great show still coming up for you. 6 title fights, 5 MMA title fights, 1 K1 title fight. Great card ahead of us. And I apologize because they must have switched the rotation. Because this is Mike Doolen coming in, and he'll be fighting Brandon Neiford. As we mentioned earlier, the Doolen brothers, they're a couple of maniacs.
They just love to get in there and mix it up.
Yeah, they do. There's a handful of them. And, they've gone through quite a bit. Their father just recently passed away, so they've been dealing with that. But Mike Doolen still, he felt it was necessary to get in there and fight for his father. So he's got a big fight coming up for him. So this is a flyweight fight, 125 pounds. What can you expect from Neiford and Doolen inside the cage?
I don't know much about Brandon Neiford, but what we can expect from Mike Doolen is just what you can expect from all the MMA guys. They're going to push forward. They're going to be gritty. They're going to be grimy, and they're going to fight. They're just going to push the pace, and they are going to look to finish the fight. They don't want it to go to decision. They've kind of been burned a few times that way. They want to make sure to get this win before the decision.
Most definitely, and Mike Doolen is a guy who's very confident in himself. He believes, he trains hard. That will be the reason why he wins. They're in the gym all the time. They work hard. They train hard. They do what they have to, and they're surrounded by a great cast with Coach Duff and MMA, like you mentioned.
Yeah, when it comes to fight time, it's time for them to perform and have fun.
Most definitely. And you got Rob Best in the corner, fellow fighter.
Warrior.
It looks like John Cena for anyone who's a WWF fan.
I've repped a few of his fights. He's a tough guy.
Brandon Neiford, from what I understand, has more of a Muay Thai style of fighting, so expect a lot of striking in this one. As the Doolen brothers, they like to grapple. They feel they're strong in the jiu-jitsu, but they like to stand and bang.
They do it. And they love to transition and strike as well. They love to clinch and strike. They love to strike while taking down. They just love to get in there and mix it up. Most
definitely. For anyone who's big UFC fans, the best way to describe the Doolen brothers is the Diaz brothers. They're as the way they fight in the cage. Nothing outside the cage, but these guys, they're consistent. They're always moving. They don't slow down. The transitions is pretty solid.
They're scrappy.
And they got solid tanks, gas tanks. Everything but all the MMA fights are 3-minute rounds. K1's 2-minute rounds. Yeah, the kickboxing fight.
And Brandon Neiford's had a team link, so he's got to come from a quality camp.
Most definitely, we have ring girl Michelle walking around
with her head rush gear, one of the other sponsors.
1 win, 0 losses. He is Mike Short Fuse Doolen.
As you see, Mike Doolen's in the red corner. Brandon Neiford's in the blue corner.
And his opponent to my right, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Team Link out of Ludlow, Massachusetts. He is making his Cage Wars debut. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Neiford.
Brandon's making his Cage Wars debut, but he looks really calm, composed, and happy to be in there.
Most definitely,
and
looks
your
focused.
referee for this bout is Mr. Mike Walter.
And once again, this is an amateur, novice amateur rules. Without the shin guards, it's advanced amateur rules. And this is definitely a difference in height between Doolen and Brandon Neiford.
opens up with that kick. You can see him pushing that pace. Oh, Doolen,
Big
nice
shot
right
by
hand.
Doolen.
Nice right hand again, keeping that distance.
On an submission attempt by Doolen, but slips right out. Good job to control the head by Doolen and get back on his feet.
Neiford seems a little bit spastic right now. Hopefully he can find a groove and calm down just a little bit.
Oh, big shot!
Oh,
Big shot by Doolen!
Oh, he's hurt.
Doolen's
see what he can
jumping
do with
all
it.
over him. And you can't strike him to, now you can strike him to the head.
If Doolen was smart, he'd cut that corner, make him stand up. Don't let him push into the cage.
Neiford's trying to survive after taking a big shot by Mikey Doolen.
There we go.
That reach is definitely showing a difference, and he's still wobbling.
And that straight punch is going to do it every time. He's there for that uppercut.
Oh,
there he goes
big
for
shot by Neiford right there.
He sees that uppercut. He's looking for it. Goes for the single.
Nice take.
In the head. Great fight.
Solid takedown by Neiford right there, taking back control.
Oh, looking for the neck.
Heavy shots by Neiford on the body.
Neiford trying to push him into the cage to neutralize that height.
And you can knee the body, but you can't knee the head, as you saw Neiford try to go around his head right there. And Doolen's getting tackled every time, but
nice,
a nice roll through.
On top and close guard now, Doolen.
That was like a half attempt of a whizzer.
Yeah.
He somehow used his head to roll through.
That's where the length comes in. Oh, look for that armbar. Nice defense. That was slick by Neiford, though.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was pretty solid at first. As we once again we have the end of the first round, and the crowd here.
I can't hear the 10 seconds.
I
don't know
can't
how.
either. But this crowd is going nuts, and this is a great fight card already. Great first round between Neiford and Doolen.
This is only the second fight of the night.
Most definitely, and I'm going to have to give the first round to Doolen just by the body of striking he landed. Neiford had solid takedowns, landed some shots, but the significant strike is that knockdown.
Absolutely, and again, he aggressed, he controlled the cage.
Most definitely. And we have the other ring girl strutting her stuff around the ring.
In the head rush gear, speaking of head rush, Cage Wars family just brought in Jay Ingleson, who is from the now defunct Cage Combat. He's an instrumental part of bringing the head rush brand here, as well as bringing quality fighters, as well as quality events for the fighters.
Most definitely, and great show, great atmosphere. We're here at Schenectady River Casino and Resort. This is a sold-out show, ladies and gentlemen, here on Fight TV.
Round two.
Both fighters look like it. Breathing a little heavier than the start. Touch gloves, and here goes round two. Opening kick by Neiford. Oh, big body shot by Neiford with a leg kick. Doolen looks a little more patient than he did in the first round.
He's definitely trying to time those strikes, those counter strikes.
Yeah, I think his corner spoke to him about letting him get in on his hips and for that takedown.
Doolen doing a good job getting up on the cage, spinning around. He's got Neiford now. See what he can do with it.
Big takedown by Neiford, and he's holding Doolen down. Oh, he's going for the
back.
back.
For the neck.
Doolen's fighting
looking
off
for
with
that
hand
back
control.
He wants to sink those hooks in, looking to sink that left hook in.
And he got too high right there, and Doolen did a great job with hand control and pulled him down.
Absolutely. Again, benefited being that much taller.
Yep, but now Neiford's looking for that arm bar.
He's in a bad position, though. He's got a real mechanical disadvantage there.
And Doolen can't land headshots because we mentioned this is novice amateur MMA rules.
But he'll be able to back right away and make him stand.
Doolen brings him up. I like that decision by Doolen.
I wouldn't doubt if that's coming from Coach Duff. Right there in the corner.
And Doolen has a huge crowd here. Him and his brother are always big ticket sellers.
He's looking for that right hand, either that cross or that uppercut. He wants to end this.
And there's that 10-second bell. Big takedown by Neiford.
Nice Neiford takedown. Into side control. This looks like we're going to end this round.
And I'm going to have to give I'm going to have to go one-on-one for that after the first 2 rounds.
Absolutely. Neiford did a great job coming back, showing some composure there.
And he's finding his stride with the takedowns. Doolen's standing very tall, and Neiford's just coming under him. Already the shorter man just coming under him for that takedown. So right now, what is Coach Duff going to speak to Doolen about? What does he have to do to win this round?
He's telling him to win the round. However, he's got to do it.
Most definitely. So he's got to avoid the takedown. I don't see any other way around it. Avoid the takedown.
And he's got to dictate the pace.
Keep him on his feet. Yep. And find that shot. Maybe use that uppercut a little bit more. Deters Neiford from coming in with that shot.
But he's got to be careful because, on that last takedown, he went for that wild uppercut, and that ended up in that takedown.
Most definitely. So he's going to have to pick his poison and be accurate.
Here we go, round 3, final round.
This is the final round of bout number 2 of the evening.
Nice right hand.
They're going after finding shots right now.
I think both the corners told him they got to go after it right now.
Doolen's doing a good job right now defending it, but
less than
Neiford's
2
persistent.
minutes left.
Nice takedown by Doolen. But he's got to get to work. He can't sit up there.
Oh, he's got to do something.
Last time his brother sat in this position but didn't land a whole lot and ended up losing because of it.
And if you notice, Doolen's left hand is under his back. You can't hit him with your left hand if it's under his back.
Nope, he's got to get that free.
Make him uncomfortable. Strike him. Do something. Even though you can't strike to the face, you can certainly make him uncomfortable.
Yeah, you can work for that transition.
Put the forearm in the face. Put the forearm in the throat. Put the head in his throat.
And Doolen looks like he's struggling right here to really get anything firing off.
Again, though, how can you get something fired off that left hand there? I mean, you're a grappler. You tell me. I mean, I don't see anything you can really do there like that.
No, he's got to make that transition. Got to get past the leg and move into something a little more positive for him. And Neiford's taking advantage of laying on his back and throwing strikes.
He's safe here. Looking to open up that guard a little bit. And he's smart. He's still striking. Doolen's holding on.
And on the scorecards, that's going to play a lot more dividends than sitting there not landing a whole lot.
Especially since they changed the scoring criteria.
Yep. For those who aren't sure, scoring criteria, striking then grappling, depending on whatever's happening the most. Right now it's striking.
15 seconds left of this round. Doolen better do something because right now it's a lay and pray. 10.
And there's the 10-second warning bell. Mike Walter gives a thumbs up, acknowledging it. And Doolen's trying to throw everything he has, but is it enough? And that's the end of the round, or the fight, ladies and gentlemen. Great fight by these two fighters. I'm just curious to see how the judge is going to score this.
Yeah, I am too. Really depends where you're sitting and how you're going to judge it and view it.
Most definitely, Doolen's got a very strong fan base in town, in the event center here at the Schenectady Casino.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do have a quick announcement. We would like to ask that you please keep all aisleways clear during the fights. Once again, we'd like to ask that you keep all aisles clear during the fights. Thank you.
I don't know about you, Will Barry, but I might have to give this one to Neiford. I thought he did a lot more. His takedowns were more efficient. And when he was on bottom, he was more active. He landed shots from all different spots. He just seemed like the more active fighter in every position in the third round.
I 100% agree. The judges are going to look at that last 30 seconds or so before Doolen started striking and see where he just kind of stayed there. He maintained position, but he didn't do much with it in that moment.
Most definitely. It looked like he struggled to really find himself in that third round, even though he had that solid takedown to finish the round. But I'm going to have to give it first round to Doolen, second and third round to Neiford. So I'm curious to see how the judges score it, though.
We've been surprised.
Yeah, we have been. You never know. Judges see things differently than we do, so I'm curious to see how it goes.
First judge scores the fight 28-29. Judge number 2, 29-28. And judge number 3, 28-29 for your winner, Mike Shark Fuse Doolen.
From what we understand, it was a unanimous decision for Mike Doolen. Big win for him. Not what we expected, but a great fight by both fighters. I think Doolen understands that that was very close. His brother was in a very similar situation at Cage Wars 35 and didn't come away with the victory.
And that's what made me think that it was going to go the other way.
Most definitely.
Honestly.
I agree 100%. And I'm curious to find out if it was a split decision or unanimous decision because the ring announcer didn't say so. But what a fight by Neiford. Nothing he should be upset about. Great fight by Doolen. That was a great fight all around.
You know, but again, it always goes back to that old thing. Do not leave it in the judge's hands.
Most definitely.
Ever.
Most definitely, Will. And now I'm not sure if they're going to go to the Brendan Kennedy and the Jacob Kerrigan fight, or if they're going to keep going up to the Caleb Seabass versus Connor Dooley fight. And that is not the brother of Doolen.